What's up, Farmstrong Nation? I got another post about why nutrition is hard, and today I want to talk about there's like that triangle. A lot of us have heard of that triangle, and it's either fast, cheap, or good, and you get to pick two, which means you leave one out. And why nutrition is hard is a lot of the times we're running low on time, we're running low on cash, so what we choose is the fast and the cheap, and we leave out the good. And so what I tell a lot of my clients to first start is like, hey, no matter what, put the good as one of your two. So it either has to be good and not cheap, right? Like, so it's kind of expensive, but it's good. Or it has to be, what's the other one? Good. If it's good and fast, it's not cheap. And if it's good and cheap, it's not fast. Right? So today I want to talk about like one thing that I do every single day, and that's make a shake because it's something easy to take and go. And so I want to talk about how to do it the good and the cheap way, and also the good and the fast way. And so for people who are trying to do some daily positive, that it's a way that you can keep it doing. So a lot of us, whatever shake you have, I use Shakeology. Really like it. It's really good for me, but I mix stuff into it, right? Like, so I have fruit every single day. If you guys buy frozen fruit, one thing I really like to do is use my fruit as my ice cubes. It gives more of a richer texture, right? And so something like this, I bought at Kroger. It's like $9, right, for this frozen bag of fruit. And so this would be, the shake is going to be the good, right? But this kind of makes it more, it's very convenient, but it's also a little bit on the spendier side. So I'm trading off the cost for convenience. Okay, so this is about $12 worth of fruit, and sometimes you can find it on sale. But it's really easy once you have this because I scoop in a purple container and my Shakeology, and I go. And so like how easy it is I do one scoop, right? I get a bunch of good fruit, then I do Shakeology. And I mix Performance Line in to get a little more protein, especially if I'm doing it after workout. So something like this. But like, how do you trade it to do the... And I just unplugged everything, y'all. Like, hold on. Let me bring the light back on. Back live. This is live video. So how do you do the cheap version, right? So in order to do this, you're going to have to... Because I know like budget is a big concern for a lot of people, right? And so I want to show like... what my wife does. I'm going to totally give her all the credit. So this, I spent a little bit more time. It took more time to do this, but this is $9 worth of fruit, whereas this is $12 worth of fruit. This is almost double the amount. It just took a little bit of prep. Okay? So $9, $12. You get way more content here. So how do we do this? Still frozen fruit, and make it only $9. So in Colorado, we have these like discount grocers, or you probably have it no matter where you go. But it's called Esch's, and they have a lot of times like very ripe fruit or stuff that's almost able to be expired and at a huge discount price. So like you'd find a lump of bananas like this thing, but if you're gonna freeze it, that's totally fine, right? Like it's easy. So you get some food that's almost ripe, ready to be expired. You go home that day, so like on a Saturday or a Sunday when you're doing meal prep. And here's the trick, because if you just dice it all up and you put it in a bag, what you're going to get is this giant one ice cube mass of fruit, right? But if you see this, like the fruit like is all individually frozen, so you don't want a giant clump, one ice cube of fruit mass, right? And so to do that, you need to kind of cut up your fruit. Like bananas, you wouldn't just put a banana, but you dice it into thing. Blackberries, raspberries are great because they're already kind of the size you want. But if you can see, we did strawberries, and my wife cut the tops off and then cut them in half to kind of do that. But what you do is you just lay out wax paper and like a cooking sheet, and you lay them out individually. So bloop, 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 all there. And then you just put it in the freezer overnight. And then from overnight, you clump it in together and you store it in the bags. So it is more work, but gosh, you get double the amount. And we go through, like if we're just doing the convenience and going to the store and not having the time to be a prep, like this is an option, we would go through probably about 2.5 bags a month. All right, so at $12, you know, that's significant. If we do this, we get about double. We go maybe through one of these batch for $9. So it's like we're saving about $15, $18 a month by making those, and that's like one simple change that you can do. But like, hey, make a change here, make a change there. All of a sudden, you're saving $50, $60, $70 a month on your groceries, and you're still keeping the good part in there. You're just trading off the fast for the cheap, right? Like, so if you can keep, and here's the one thing, once you get to this point, here's the cool thing. You can have it all, right? So once you do the work to get it to this point, it's just as fast as this, right? So once I have the bag, it is, my shake's gonna be good. It's gonna be cheap because I took the time to do this. And it's going to be fast because it's already pre-made. So most of the time you only can pick two, but doing this method, once you get here, you get to have all three, which is really cool. So that's one of the hacks that I made. But my biggest thing of like why nutrition is hard is most of the times we default to the fast and the convenient, and we leave out the good, right? And so no matter what, as you're starting to get healthy and you're starting to, hey, I just want to have nutrition as being supporting, is no matter what, have the good be in there. And you know that a lot of the times you're going to have to pay a little bit more to have it conveniently and be good, or you're going to have to take a little bit of time to do some meal prep to have it be cheap and good. But keep the good in there. That is my thing. If you guys want any help or support, I would love to give you that coaching. That's exactly what I do every single day for my clients. But here's a small taste. And go out this weekend. Go get some almost expired fruit, lay it out on a cookie sheet, put it in the freezer overnight, and then get a lot of bags, like $9 worth of fruit right here, frozen. And then my shakes are just a really convenient. So instead of going through a gas station and getting a snack because I'm starving, now I can have a shake, and it's way healthier. So appreciate all of you. I hope that added some value to your lives. Go grow your dreams, and I'll catch you later.